Welcome to the biggest news in wrestling. We start with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega revealing the intense pursuit of a dream match. Matt Jackson has opened up about how they actively tried to get a New Day versus Young Bucks and Kenny Omega match to happen, even reaching out directly to Triple H back in 2018. We dive into the details of that ambitious plan and why that potential clash between these major groups never materialized.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the history behind that ambition. We're revisiting the specific moment in 2018 when the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega got on the phone with Triple H to discuss making that Elite versus New Day match a reality. Find out what they discussed and what the ultimate outcome was for this highly anticipated rivalry. Now we shift gears to the corporate side of the wrestling world. Kevin Nash has unleashed a serious condemnation of TKO executives for interfering in the creative process and deliberately positioning Triple H as the bad guy during recent talent cuts. Nash lays out his blistering critique of TKO's decisions and what he believes they should have done instead. And finally, we bring you the story of a legend's disappointment. Ronda Rousey reveals exactly why she was so disappointed with the WrestleMania 35 main event, detailing the lack of preparation that held back what could have been a historic moment. Don't miss this breakdown, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss an update. In a candid revelation, Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks discussed their ambitious pursuit of a high-profile match between their faction, the New Day, and the established group Elite in 2018. Speaking on the latest episode of Being the Elite, Jackson detailed how seriously the trio pursued the idea of an Elite versus New Day contest. Jackson confirmed that they actively sought to arrange this match, even engaging directly with Triple H in 2018. According to Jackson, they contacted Triple H and expressed their desire to feature the match, noting that while Triple H may have been more interested in potential employment opportunities, the Young Bucks were genuinely serious about the bout. Despite these efforts, Jackson admitted that the dream match ultimately did not materialize. The context of this discussion is heightened by the recent departure of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods from WWE. The Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and the New Day maintain a strong, documented friendship that extends into shared interests like gaming. Following Kingston and Woods' exit, several AEW talent, including the Young Bucks, FTR, Swerve Strickland, and Bobby Lashley, have publicly signaled interest in collaborating with the group. In a retrospective look at their time in WWE, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, discussed their past discussions regarding a potential match between the New Day and themselves. The conversation surfaced in a recent discussion on the Fightful platform, referencing a 2018 Street Fighter V showdown at E3 between the New Day, comprising Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E, and the Elite, featuring the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. The New Day's departure from WWE has made them a topic of discussion in the wrestling community. Reflecting on the Being the Elite episode, the Bucks noted that while they had known Xavier Woods for years, it was their first time meeting Kofi Kingston and Big E. Matt Jackson elaborated on their efforts to secure a bout between the New Day and the Elite. He stated, "We truly were trying to get a New Day versus Young Bucks and Kenny Omega match to happen. Actively. They said they were trying on their side. We were definitely talking to our bosses. Even to the point in 2018 when we got on the phone with Triple H, we talked to him and said, 'Hey, we would really like to do this match.' I don't know if he was necessarily interested in doing that match. I think he was more interested in pursuing us to work for him, but we talked to him about it. We were serious about doing the match, and we thought we would probably be able to do it. Unfortunately, we never did." Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E officially departed WWE in early May, and their future plans remain undisclosed. Fans interested in further details regarding their departure can find related statements on the provided link. Kevin Nash has launched a scathing critique against TKO executives, accusing them of meddling in WWE's creative direction by attempting to position Triple H as the bad guy during recent talent cuts. Nash voiced his frustration on the Click This podcast, urging TKO to step away from creative decisions and allow Paul Triple H Levesque to steer the company. Nash suggested that executives without genuine insight are making unilateral decisions, citing examples of questionable strategic moves within the company. Nash asserted that the talent reductions were primarily motivated by the need to offset financial difficulties at the UFC, arguing that TKO should not have forced Triple H into a difficult position by making him the antagonist. He challenged the executives, questioning their right to dictate creative timelines and suggesting a more direct approach to addressing the financial strain between the two entities. Despite the public friction, Triple H is expected to remain with WWE for the foreseeable future. This follows recent developments, including Nick Khan announcing a new multi-year deal to keep him as WWE's chief content officer during a TKO company town hall meeting. The commentary highlights ongoing tensions between corporate oversight and creative autonomy within the wrestling industry. Ronda Rousey has shared her disappointment regarding the main event of WrestleMania 35, highlighting a perceived lack of preparation despite the historic significance of the event. WrestleMania 35 marked the first-ever all-women's main event in wrestling. In the final match, Rousey defended both the WWE Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch in a triple threat match, which Becky Lynch ultimately won, capturing both titles after pinning Rousey. Charlotte Flair also secured the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Rousey's career trajectory leading up to this point included her in-ring debut at WrestleMania 34, where she teamed with Kurt Angle against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon in a critically acclaimed match. Rousey enjoyed a successful run in WWE, securing multiple world championships, though her arch-rival, Becky Lynch, gained significant momentum following a controversial heel turn in the summer of 2019. Prior to WrestleMania 35, a scheduled match between Lynch and Rousey at Survivor Series in late 2018 was canceled due to a concussion Lynch sustained. Charlotte Flair stepped in for Lynch at that event, wrestling Rousey instead. Rousey had won the 2019 Royal Rumble, setting the stage for the WrestleMania main event. In a recent interview with Complex ahead of her return to MMA, Rousey expressed that she wished the WrestleMania 35 match had more planning time. She stated, "I remembered we had no time at all to put it together. We spent a year promoting it and like a day and a half putting it together. And it seemed like such a shame because my debut match, we spent like 6 weeks putting it together, and we had all the best minds in the industry coming and giving their 2 cents and tweaking it. Making it better and better and better until the day that we came and we went out and did it." Rousey felt that while the milestone was incredible, the match ultimately did not reach its potential due to insufficient preparation. Rousey's last professional wrestling appearance was at the AEW Revolution PPV in February. This weekend, Rousey is set to make her return to the MMA scene as the main event in a fight against Gina Carano on Netflix, a card that will also feature Francis Ngannou and Nate Diaz.